Good morning, it's Buck Stowers here again. Today I wanted to talk about if you've ever noticed children walking along the road with a V-can or Coke, trying to get energy out of a small drink, thinking that this is going to supply them with enough energy to carry them through the day. This is first thing in the morning on the way to school. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I need a pick-me-up, so I go and buy a V-can with, anything from 8 to 20 teaspoons of sugar inside it. Realizing that this now, through marketing, is the answer to them receiving more energy. One day I spoke to a guy. He was 280 kilos, and I said to him, what do you love about food? And he says, man, I love food. I love food so much. I love the way it smells. I love to eat it. I love to cook it. I love to prepare it. I love to feed my family. I love to feed everyone. And I said to him, really? Does food love you back? And he stood there and with a big giant question mark above his head, and he goes, well, what do you mean? And I said, does food actually love you back? Because love is reciprocal. Love is when you give something like your love, you receive it back from another human being or something that's living, like a dog. Does food love you back? And he said to me, sort of. Yeah, it sort of loves me back. And I said to him, and how do you feel after you've eaten it, like about the next day after you've had a big giant feed and you fed everyone? And he goes, I'm always left in regret. I'm always left being angry with myself. I go to bed feeling upset. I'm still eating. And I said, so your idea of love, the reciprocal relationship, is not really reciprocal, is it? It's not real love. And he goes, no, not really. So we discovered more and more, and I asked him, well, what is it that you're actually getting from food? And he goes, the feeling of love. And I said, is that a question mark, or do you know that? And he said, it's not really the feeling of love. And I said, so when you die, the people that love you, will they miss you? And he said, yes. And I said, will the food miss you? And he said, no. Have you ever noticed two people walking through a park? You know, and the sun is beating down. It's such a beautiful day. The day couldn't be more perfect. These two people are holding hands and they're walking through the park, and they've got their picnic basket in one hand and they've got a wrapped up paper bag in the other hand, and they're walking through this long tall grass on their way to a picnic table. They get to the picnic table and they open up their basket and they pull out a tablecloth and they start to make the table. Put their food on the table, pull out some fizzy drink, put it on the table, strategically placing cups in front of each other, pull out some cake, open up another bag and it's got some KFC inside there, open up another bag, it's got some McDonald's in there, and they place it down on the table and they look into each other's eyes like a mother looks into a baby's eyes with absolute pure love. And there is nothing more pure than a baby's love and a mother's love. It's unadulterated, pure love. It just flows. Broadband hasn't got anything on this connection. It is the most amazing connection that a mother and a child have, and it was formed before the brain of the baby was formed. It's pure love. And they look into each other's eyes and they hold hands and they say, let's say grace. And they are in love with food. You see, as you get bigger and bigger, you start to lose physical ability to love each other properly. As you get bigger, you start to replace love with an object. That's food. And then you start collecting objects, more food. Then you start hiding it. Then you start hiding yourself. It's not the way to live. One small thing. If you were to get rid of some of the food and start to focus more on people this week, I urge you, I beg you to do it today. Start today. Start focusing more on people and less on objects. Food doesn't love you back. We do. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.